Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to give you guys a quick tutorial today on how to make a candy bouquet. The great thing about candy bouquets is that they're great for all occasions and they are a really good money maker. So I'm just going to show you guys the supplies that I used and how I made this candy bouquet. So these are the supplies that you'll need, and most of them are from the Dollar Tree, and I also got some of the items from Walmart. Now, obviously this theme is for Valentine's Day, and I will start to make my Easter candy bouquets this week as well. So you're going to need some of those box candies, and if your client has a preference, you can just choose the preference of the box candies that they like. I'm using the Swedish berries for this particular candy bouquet, and I'm going to be using hot glue. I'm using the styrofoam from the Dollar Tree, and I'm not removing the plastic from the styrofoam because it's just, to me, it makes a lot of mess when you're working with it like that. So for some of the projects that I do, I don't normally remove the plastic from the styrofoam. It just works out easier and less of a mess that way. And I just want to make sure that when I hot glue the candy boxes onto the styrofoam that it is secure. So I just apply a generous amount of hot glue onto the styrofoam, and then and it doesn't melt the plastic, the hot glue, because I'm just making sure to place the candy box onto the styrofoam block within the right amount of time that it's not sitting and basically going right through the plastic. So hopefully that makes sense in terms of what I'm saying. But for here, I'm leaving this clip in to show you how I glued this would be the back. And do not do it this way that you're seeing that I'm doing it here. I was kind of in a rush when making this particular one and I wasn't focusing. So this is not the right way, or not the way that I would normally do it. I would have preferred, I'm going to show you guys will see the right way that you should normally do it. But here I'm showing you the wrong step that I made here, just so that you know not to do it this way. But it's harder to do it when you're putting the glue directly on the candy boxes, because then you got to make sure that it lines up correctly. And if it doesn't, you can't see it, but it will leave some residue of glue on the side of the candy box. Now, this way that you see that I'm doing it here is the correct way, or the way at least that I prefer to do it. Place the hot glue on the inside of the candy boxes that you've already placed on the styrofoam, which is the sides. Place the hot glue on the side of the candy boxes instead. So hopefully that makes sense as to how I was just explaining that, guys. So you'll need some bamboo sticks, and that is basically to be able to tape or hot glue your candies or your treats onto the sticks. So for me, I use both methods, which is either the tape or the hot glue. The reason why is because some of the items you'll need to use the hot glue because it will be a more stronger hold where the tape wouldn't be. So some of the items that you may see there that I had was the bigger bags of candy. So the bigger bag of candy, those are going to need the hot glue. The tape, you'll need a lot of tape in order for it to hold up with it. And it's just neater if you use the hot glue. But for something as small as the airhead candies that you see here that I'm doing, I'm using the tape just to show you as an example. But I'm going to go ahead and for the Kit Kat, because I'm using 4 small pieces of the Kit Kat, and of course here you want to make sure that they're all facing the right direction for when you're going to apply the tape or the glue. But for me, for something like this, I'm going to use the hot glue because it is 4 pieces and I want to ensure that they are sticking and adhering properly to the bamboo stick. The bamboo sticks, I got those from the Dollar Tree. And I think there were a pack of 100 that came into the package. The little plush toy that you see, teddy that you see there, the heart-shaped plush toy, that as well, that was from the Dollar Tree. Also, the Fruit Loops, Valentine theme Fruit Loops are from Walmart. You're not seeing it in this video frame, but so are the crackers, the goldfish crackers that you can see at the back. So for example, this pack of Nerds candy, I would have used the hot glue for that because it's a heavier package versus the Airheads. So I am using the hot glue, and I'm placing my first bamboo stick with the treats into the foam. And from here, you're just going to basically, use your own style and method of how you want these candies, these treats to be displayed in the candy bouquet. So this is just a build off of your own design. It would be the process from here as to what you would do, as to how you want everything to line up and look. And we will fill in the inside of the candy box. So I filled the inside in with some of the shreds, red shreds. And from right here, what I'm going to be doing is adding in the tissue paper to add some more decor to it. And I'm going to be cutting the tissue paper. I got this tissue paper from, I don't think I got it from Dollar Tree. I just got it from a local store. And you're just going to cut it into 4 pieces so that they're small enough pieces that will look more, just so that they would look better inside of the candy bouquet rather than using one entire whole tissue paper. And then I'm just basically twisting it around and just making it into, making it fluffy, a little more fluffier, and adding some hot glue to it because I'm going to be sticking it on the inside of the candy bouquet. So that's what I'm going to be doing here, placing it right into the inside, and I'm sticking it on the inside of the candy box so that it holds and it stays, because then that helps for when delivering it, or when a client comes to pick up their candy bouquet and they're going to be traveling with it. It doesn't move, it doesn't shift. And then that's what I just did right there. So from here, I'm just going to continue to add the little other pieces. And I'm going to be adding the plush toy here. So what I'm going to do is I'm adding the hot glue to the tag and not the actual plush toy itself. And I'm going to place that inside of the candy bouquet on the back. I'm going to be gluing that onto the candy box and then placing it on top of the candy box so it sits up correctly. This step here, I should have did this at the beginning, but I forgot. That's where I'm just going to be, what I did was cut a piece of foam board that I had. It was a scrap piece of foam board so that I can place it at the bottom of the candy bouquet. I'm adding in some hearts, again, because it's a Valentine's Day candy bouquet. So I'm just adding in the hearts for extra decor on this so that it looks cute, a little more cute. And from there, I'm just fixing up everything to make sure that it's to my liking, that it looks cute enough, and it does. I love the way how it looks. So this is the finished product. I added a balloon, and then here's the bottom of the candy bouquet where it's the foam board is cut out, has my QR code, and that's the finished look of the candy bouquet. I hope you guys liked this quick tutorial. Please like, share, and if you haven't already subscribed, thank you for everyone that has subscribed, and hope you'll be back for another tutorial coming up soon. Thanks for watching.